Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Great, set.
Hurts throwing right away. And his first pass is incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Cowboy defense, and they've been excellent against the pass, the number 6 unit in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Second and 10.
No touch that. Crowd left yet.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 36 yards on the play.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Here's a 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
Flushed out right. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 1st down marker at the 11. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Ferguson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He'll try again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's a quick throw right side. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Hey, Silver.
They go play action with Hurts. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Getting home that time to Marvian Overshown. I was waiting for them to get there first because the momentum they carry from last week, unbelievable. They had a snowman, 8 sacks.
You were surprised that it took this long, and this isn't that long, truthfully. But here's the thing. If you've seen that on tape, your offensive line is going to have to ask for help. Tight end has to stay in. If you use a fullback, keep him in. Make sure you have extra people to try and keep your quarterback upright. Didn't work on that play.
Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
They'll look to throw here on first down. A short one there taken in by Ferguson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You've just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
Don't touch that.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They chalked that one up as a gain of 34 on 3rd down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. 33 yards. And the Eagles have got it back to within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. With his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And it's now 21-7. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Second down and 4.
No touch that. Hey, easy. 63, bang. Go silver, ready? No touch.
Play action. Here's Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down.
Great. Check. Crowd left, get it. No touch.
Up the middle with Barkley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Eagles at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
That's right. No touch.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by DeMarvion Overshow. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. They'll look to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Jake Ferguson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Cowboys take a 3-touchdown lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a 2nd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Here's 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A short one there, taken in by Ferguson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
3rd down and 1. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to air one out. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. 36 yards. And the Cowboys are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they can't bring him down. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni. Crowd left Yanni.
From the 27, Hurts. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback. And the third quarter will start from the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the first half definitely went their way, and this would seem to be a great opportunity to kind of put this game a little closer out of reach with a score here.
Yeah, and it's a wonderful opportunity for them because if they can add 7 more to their lead before the other guys even see the football, that could be the...
And that's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great play there. 70 yards. And the Cowboys come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Aubrey now for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Great, set.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
From the gun, it's Hurts. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Hey, 73, 73.
He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. To throw again on second down. Hurts. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ball at the 6 here as they work with a 2nd and 2.
Cowboys 6-yard line.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll come out in the pistol. Now back to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Eagles are able to at least get one score back.
He was able to move around and found some vision to throw the football. And how about how he ended it? Boy, he had some zip on that throw.
Yeah, it doesn't hurt to have an arm like that. Results in the touchdown here. Great play offensively. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Able to get away. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Let's go now.
Back to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got them pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, playing the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing on 2nd and long. Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. He's going deep for Brown. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 33 yards that time.
No let up in this passing game. They've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the 3rd quarter doing the old hold up 4 fingers college sign, meaning the 4th quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't kidding.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Cowboys go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
That's caught. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
Eagles 14. Brendan Aubrey to kick off.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Oh, a dangerous. Now a hit and a loose football. And it looks like the defense has got it. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the Cowboys are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there, with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Cowboys add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Brendan Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Hurts. This one goes out wide for Barkley. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Hey, easy, 63, you on left.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here now, 2nd and 4. They go play action with Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche. All right, maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit, because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And it's starting to look like that 3-game losing streak is going to be a thing of the past here. Coming up 1st and 10 in the fourth quarter.
It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, big here in the fourth quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. On play action, they'll throw. He's going to take another shot here. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Miami, 73, 73. No touch.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down.
And let's face it, you could put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him, because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing is Hurts.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
That's complete, right around the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
No touch that. Hey, Silver. Don't touch it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out.